So with Tottenham expected to name Antonio Conte as their new boss, it means he's no longer an option for Newcastle as they look to find a successor for Steve Bruce. For the latest on that, we can cross to St James's Park and join our reporter Keith Downie. Keith, Graham Jones admitted Newcastle need a fresh face at the club after the defeat to Chelsea on Saturday. Are fans starting to get worried about how long this is taking?
Yeah, I think maybe some supporters are getting slightly concerned because they will want a new face in as soon as they can, just to try and give the team some fresh impetus. And Graham Jones kind of alluded to that after the match against Chelsea, the 3-0 defeat at the weekend, when, as you say there, he said a new face is required because change is needed. And it was almost as though they need someone in to ensure that the club is going in the right direction. But tempered to that is the fact that they won't want it to take too long. I mean, a new manager could come in straight away and it might not be the right person indeed. So it's a really difficult situation. They want to make sure that the right man is here at the helm, and Newcastle know and the supporters know that the new owners will want to take their time to get the right person. So it's a really delicate situation right now. Lots of names have been doing the rounds in the last couple of weeks. It's 2 weeks ago today exactly that Steve Bruce left. We've heard the likes of Roberto Martinez, Unai Emery mentioned, Paulo Fonseca is another one who has been spoken to and looks a lot less likely now. But the consortium will want to make sure that they bring the right person in, because this is a crucial decision in terms of the future of the club. The manager who comes in will have the January transfer window to work with to try and spend some money, and those players are likely to be here for a certain amount of time. So it's a big one, this, for Newcastle. The supporters know that. They do want to be patient, but I think they know that at this match against Brighton on Saturday, it would be great for them to have a new manager in, as Graham Jones said on Saturday, just to give them that little bit of fresh impetus ahead of that one.
So Brighton on Saturday, like you said, Keith, and we've got the next 6 fixtures for Newcastle up on the screen as well. Yeah. Brentford at home after that, Arsenal away, Norwich at home, then Burnley at home, Leicester away. And I know the Premier League's never easy, but there are some winnable games in there, Keith. How important is this next month or so?
Yeah, Tom, look at those matches there. There are winnable ones for Newcastle coming up. If a new manager comes in, they'll target getting points from those games. They need to, don't they? They're 6 points adrift in the relegation zone. They need to start winning games soon. Obviously, only 1 point has been gained since Steve Bruce, or since the new owner left. Graham Jones, of course, got that point against Crystal Palace away, and then lost heavily to Chelsea at the weekend, where they really were outclassed in that second half. You mentioned those fixtures. They will target those. They'll think they can get points from those matches. The likes of Norwich at home and Burnley at home back to back at the end of November, beginning of December will be matches that they'll target 6 points from if they can. But then after that, Tom, look at some of the matches. They've got Liverpool away, Man City at home, Man United at home, then Everton away, all back-to-back in December. So December really looks like a tough month for them. They will feel that they'll want to get a manager in. Certainly, if they can't get someone in for Brighton at the weekend, they'll want to get someone in an international week. The week after, to give the new boss 2 weeks to work ahead of that match against Brentford. That is what they'll want to do. But I think the silence from the club right now, and I would have expected some kind of statement from them to say that either Graham Jones will be in charge on Saturday or a new man will take charge. The fact that that hasn't come would suggest to me that they're working furiously in the background to try and get someone in ahead of the match against Saturday, give them their debut against Brighton away at the Amex on Saturday, and then give them the full 2 weeks to work in the international break. That would suggest to me what they're trying to do right now. Perhaps we'll get some clarity on Graham Jones' situation later today, perhaps tomorrow, but I think we were expecting it before now, so that would suggest to me they're trying to get someone lined up. It's obviously teething problems. It's new for the consortium. They've never owned a football club before. These people haven't worked in football before either, so they're trying to find their feet as well. And I've said this for a couple of weeks now, it's difficult for the Newcastle United fans. They won't want to be patient, but I think they're just going to have to be right now.
Yeah, and they'll definitely want some points on the board before the January transfer window opens. Keith, thank you.